Hi, hey, and all those other greetings, Spade Adventurers. I'm Jake Spins from SpadeGalzProductions gaming and a boxing channel, as well as SpadeGalzOriginal with Girl Cyclones, Quincore, Florali, and freaking vlogs that you can check out in the information button. For Girl Cyclone stuff, we also have an SAO Fatal Bullet playthrough that's going on, so make sure to check that out because we also have my Tria as the playable character, who I created. But anyway, let me tell you, oh my gosh, so yesterday, for right now, I'm recording this on March 8th, 2018. For any of those people in 2032 who are looking to find what happened on this specific day in the past, we had a Nintendo Direct. For you guys, it's the next day. For me, it is 10:13 p.m. And oh my gosh, in my opinion, 30 minutes of pure bliss. Except for like a few things. Take out like South Park and maybe like Dark Souls or something. Because that's just not something I'm interested in. And you pretty much had pure bliss for me, so I was pretty happy. But oh no, 30 minutes of pure bliss was not enough for Nintendo. Oh no, and you can see my reaction on the channel because we streamed it for the first time. No. You see the background? You see that background? That's right. Not only did they have a giant Splatoon 2 freaking update announced, but they had a trailer of the Inkling, like the boy and the girl battling, and at the end the girl turns around and in her eye is a Smash logo. Oh my gosh. It's insane. I'm so much more hyped because I've watched like everybody else's reaction, like I almost said reaction trailers. No, everybody's reactions. So, oh boy. So, with all of that information laid out on the table and the cheese out of the fridge, let's get started with this video. Now, in that trailer, it showed a bunch of characters in front of the Smash logo being silhouetted. My opinion, they were looking at the Smash logo. I've heard differently. I've heard so many things of, oh, this character is this person, this character is that person. You know, we can do that all night. That's going to get revealed at some point. All this is going to get revealed at some point anyway. I mean, a lot of those characters, they're the basic characters anyway. But, and I say but for a reason, there are some little tiny details that they sprinkled in there that make me want to do a predictions video. That's right, SGP is having its first predictions video. So, I wrote down 10 or so predictions. Some more probably later. Hang on, I need to actually write one down. There we go. Awesome. So, coming in at the top of the list. In the trailer, they showed Mario, close up, like very Strikers vibe. And then they showed Link. But oh no. This was no Twilight's Princess era Link. This was no N64 Link. This was fresh Breath of the Wild Link right there. And that leads in to my first prediction here. So, as you guys know, Link's moveset has pretty much carried on through the entire game. I think that there's going to be a lot that is the same. However, there's going to be a ton of changes to his movesets, like aesthetically and functionally. Now, I feel like the sword itself will probably stay very similar. You might see like a few different moves here and there that maybe were in Breath of the Wild. Like neutral B. Actually, no. Side B, maybe? Yeah, let's go with side B. Might actually be his up B move. Working more like kind of a top that just spins around. Kind of like Meta Knight's Fire. They might not do... they could easily balance that. They showed with Meta Knight that they can. Because there's different stuff like, you know, the bombs are different in Breath of the Wild. So they'll be glowing, but it might be like a cube one that you can place down. Kind of like, think of Peaches, where you can get like the different items, like the different turn faces. I have a feeling it's going to be like maybe a 50-50 shot of which bomb you get. Maybe you can get like, or like certain amounts. So you can get a normal bomb, like Link's regular bomb, but in the Breath of the Wild aesthetic, and you can just throw that and done deal. And then the square bomb, which maybe you can either throw or you can place that down and leave it for it to blow up at a set amount of time, or the next time you hit down B or something like that. And then the same round ball, like the same round bomb where you can like roll it. You can bowl it instead of like throw it. I feel like they're going to do stuff like that. You might say, okay, well then what would his up be? Well, as I was watching some other predictions, somebody mentioned his glider. I feel like you could easily hit up B, and he could just use the wind to fly up to like a certain height. Of course, it would have to be enough to where it wasn't broken. It would probably be like a fairly decent amount, maybe a little higher than his spin, but not too much higher. And there's just a ton you could do. You have different magic effects in Breath of the Wild. Honestly, there's just so much I could rattle on about. I haven't even finished the game. His smash will probably change. It might stay the same, but it would probably be something more to fit the Breath of the Wild aesthetic. I'm not going to say the other people's predictions because I don't want my predictions to be basically their predictions in my words. So, my second prediction is that Mario's moveset will stay mainly the same. Like, you know, you'll have his regular fireball, you'll probably have Flood, but Mario has basically been a nostalgia factor over the years, showing so many of his different games. You got Flood from Sunshine, you've got the cape from Mario World, you've got the fireball from the first Mario Bros. You've got the up B for his actual, like, jump. You've got so many different moves there that are for his, you know, throughout his years. And a lot of people are saying, okay, well, side B being Cappy. That makes so much sense. And while that does make sense, and I kind of sort of agree with that, I think Cappy will be saved for Mario's Final Smash. Final Smashes were put in Brawl, and then went into Wii U and 3DS, so they only came into, like, Smash's half-life. But here's the thing, Mario's is awful. I feel like Mario will probably fling Cappy, it'll go, like, halfway around the stage, it'll be a small hitbox, but if it hits, it captures the opponent, and Cappy, like, Mario goes in the Spiral might hurt them or something, but then Mario has the person beat themselves up. It makes so much sense, and honestly, to me, it sounds too overpowered for a side B, and if you're gonna throw Cappy just to make them, like, turn around, it kind of defeats the whole magical purpose of Cappy. So, other than Smash, maybe in a taunt or something, I could see Cappy being in there. So, that's my second prediction. Okay, my third prediction has to do with the Inklings. So obviously, we know that the Inklings are going to be in Smash. Duh. But I feel like the Inklings moveset will have Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 elements, as well as either an Octoling costume or an assist trophy. Meaning that, like, if it was an assist trophy, maybe they'd throw down, like, you know, splat bombs or something, or they'd shoot off, like, one of the specials, something like that. Now, when I say for Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2, there's going to be a ton of specials. Of course, Neutral B is going to be them shooting I was going to say Inkzuka, but that's not what it is. The splatter shot. You know, you'll have the splatter shot. You know, side B will probably be one of the bombs, and then let's see, down B, I feel like down B will be like a teleport move where you'll turn into a squid, jump into the ground, and then you'll pop up. Kind of like that, the Greninja move, the Greninja side B move. And then I think that their up B is going to be kind of like Olimar Smash, on like a lesser scale. They're going to go into an Inkzuka, you go straight up, you can like swerve it and stuff, and you have to like smash down or jump off of like the Inkzuka, or something like that. Of course, they could have a ton of different aerial moves, like they could use, maybe their forward or backwards is like using the ink brush, and then maybe like, you know, you could use the charger. There's just so many different things that you could do with their moveset, and I definitely feel like Nintendo's gonna nail it, because it's Nintendo, they know what they're doing. Okay, so my fourth one, short, sweet, simple, to the point. Ice Climbers will return. Everybody knows the reason why Ice Climbers were not in was because you had Smash Bros. For the 3DS sitting on the table, which mine broke, which I'm upset by. I'm glad I can at least get a new copy of Bowser's Inside Story, considering they're remaking that in 2019, which is awesome. But my Smash 3DS doesn't work, which makes this so even more bitter, because the reason why they couldn't add certain characters was because of the 3DS. Thankfully, they could add Rosalina with the whole Luma thing, but they could not add Ice Climbers. On the other side, that's why Duck Hunt was added in, for that weird kind of like novelty. That's what I was going to say. Novelty character. You got to have one of those. And Ice Climber was that character. But now that you don't have that limitation of 3DS being there, they can do it. Also, I don't think I said this in the beginning, I do not believe this is going to be a port. I can explain that later, but I feel like it's going to be a new Smash Bros. Okay, so I know a lot of these are super, playing it safe, playing it towards my heart, but don't worry, I do have a few out there, or more dangerous predictions. So, here is one of them. I think they will have a new story mode taking place in multiple franchise levels with a ton of bosses, like having Dr. Octavius, which actually they couldn't call him Doc Ock probably because of Spider-Man, now that I think about that. But anyway, they'll have like bosses like that, but you'll fight him in the different worlds. You know, none of this, like Subspace Emissary, in my opinion, it was good. It could have been better. A lot of people feel that way. But it was all kind of generic levels. I'm not talking about going to like a sand place where wind is blowing and there's a castle. No, I'm talking placing in like Isle Delfino, placing in Inkopolis with, you know, any of the stages. I am having a hard time thinking. But you get the point. You know, placing in Hyrule Field. And, I mean, granted, it probably would have a few more odds and ends scattered in there, like a pack maze or something. I don't know. But you're going to have all that, and you're going to have a bunch of bosses. So that is my fifth prediction. My sixth one, I mean, a lot of people feel like this is obvious. ARMS came out, and with ARMS coming out, it's Nintendo's new IP, which was very surprising because you had Splatoon, and then before Splatoon was like Pikmin or something like that. I'm not sure what it was. I do like Pikmin, but not the point. Okay, now I'm just thinking of like the ink hitting the Pikmin, and then just like the tiny little footprints of like the ink going on the ground. Okay. Where am I? ARMS, right. So that was recently released, so most likely case is that Springman or Ribbon Girl will either be a playable character. I feel like it will be the swap kind of thing. Will be both of them, but you can like switch through them. They'll both have 4 costumes. Because they have very similar hitboxes. They have very similar playstyles. You know, and they can figure out what the heck they want to do anyway. Or they will be an assist trophy, or one of the ARMS characters will be an assist trophy. Like, you'll open up an assist trophy and Biff will come out or something. I don't know. Okay, now my next one, this is based on the fact that Nintendo just loves to support indies. And what better way to support an indie game, especially a really good one that people adore, them putting it inside of Smash Brothers. And I'm not talking about, you know, it's like really super new and there's 5 people that follow it. You know, I'm not talking about those indie games. I'm talking about the indie games like Shantae, Shovel Knight. I haven't played Shovel Knight. You know, Freedom Planet. I don't think as many people know that, but those were the 3 that just stuck out into my mind because those are the 3 indie games that I know of. I personally would love to have Shantae in there. Of course, you guys know that because in the ballot, I was basically begging, and there was a few hints for Shantae, and a lot of people really wanted Shantae, at least in my opinion. I'm slightly biased, but not the point. So there you go. That's that prediction. Next prediction. Now, everybody knows, I keep saying everybody knows, but there will be more first-party characters. There has to be. There's always new first-party characters, and it just makes sense. And it always makes sense to have first-party characters that are relevant to the time. You've got Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, or whatever it's called. You've got Kirby Star Allies coming out. Possibly the Yoshi game. I have no idea, because we still don't have a title for that, which seems kind of weird. Pokemon's always relevant. The point is, there's going to be a character like Funky Kong. I mean, granted, I feel like they can make him a unique character, but if they did add another Kong, I would hope that it would be something like really weird, like Cranky Kong. That's my pick of the Kongs, to be honest. But they could make Funky Kong really, really bizarre. The other one that I thought was Bandana D. You know, just throwing out random ones. I'm sure you guys could think of hundreds of them. Don't even comment, Crom. Stop. We have Marth. We have Roy. We have Ike. There's already a lot of sword wielders that have fairly similar properties, and they already said that they're not going to replace, you know, they're not going to go into that. And, you know, somebody said, why not replace Marth with Crom? Well, Marth is kind of the face of Fire Emblem. That's the only reason I know about the series. And he came in Melee, so it'd be kind of weird if they did. So I feel like it would be like an on-the-fence thing, but maybe I'm wrong, because I'm not a very big Fire Emblem fan, so I won't know that. My next one is that there will be retro DLC costumes. Of course, they're probably going to have a DLC like in the last installments, where they'll have maybe a few new characters, and, you know, maybe custom move sets, like certain ones. I don't know what they're going to do, but here's my wildcard prediction. Well, one of the wildcard predictions, and that would be, I think they're going to do DLC costumes and, like, the models of past Smash games. So you'd have, like, N64 Mario. You'd have Melee Jigglypuff. That was a really lame thought. Okay. Melee Ganondorf? I guess that works. I mean, technically. Yeah. Let's go with that. And then you can have, like, Brawl Sonic. I'm just pulling things out of my butt right now. But you guys get the picture. You'd have the past models from other different games. And I think I listed all of them from, like, games that they weren't in. Like, Sonic wasn't in Melee. Jigglypuff wasn't in N64. Obviously, Mario was in all of them. I'm just going off the top of my head. Now, the one that I came up with before, I'm going to do that after because I have a huge, huge wild card before this. So I'm going to say, like they did with the Smash controller, I think there's going to be Smash Joy-Cons. Look, Smash Bros. Is a huge, huge franchise, and it would be such a missed opportunity after all this time for them not to just dish out merchandise. Could you think of how many people would go to, like, Nintendo's store with their whole life savings just to get a Smash Bros. Shirt? Just so many opportunities for merchandise that I feel like that would be... It makes so much sense, and the Joy-Con or a Pro Controller would definitely... Like, if they did a Smash Switch bundle with Smash Joy-Cons, people would go nuts. Like, half the community that already has a Switch would buy a Smash Bros. Switch. It's just a great marketing idea, and Nintendo can pay me like 50% for it. Okay. Anyway, though, my last prediction, which is my wildest prediction yet, I mean, you know, obviously, probably there's going to be amiibo support, and there's going to be, like, probably a few new amiibos based on the new Smash people. I don't think there's going to be new Smash figures, because that would be a little much, if you ask me. Because that's probably going to be at least a 50-character roster, and having all new figures of all the characters that they already had figures for wouldn't really make sense. Anyway, though, wildcard, super extreme wildcard prediction is that stages from Wii U and 3DS will appear, except for the fact that it won't just be those stages. It will be Wii U and 3DS merged together. I don't mean having this stage from the Wii U, this stage from 3DS, this stage from Wii U. That's not what I mean. I mean taking a Wii U, and I know this is really random, really out of the blue, makes absolutely no sense, but I'm throwing it out there because it came to my mind, and it's kind of a cool idea. You take a respective Mario stage from 3DS, like the Gold Rush. You take the new Super Mario Bros. U stage from Wii U, and you clamp them together, and you get a brand new stage with a bunch of flashy coins that's like a mixture of both platforms. That's the kind of thing I mean. Or there will be a stage morphing mode where you can like pick the stages and you can morph them and see what child, I don't know, I mean, I was going to say Final Destination, that's super boring. Isle Delfino and Skyloft. Merge those together and see what baby they create. You know, like that kind of a thing, because why not? And that would be added to Stage Builder, because why wouldn't they have Stage Builder? I mean, the Wii U Stage Builder was kind of annoying, but having that option in there, good. So, those are 10 or so kind of predictions for Smash Bros. 5. And I should probably explain why I don't just think, but I know this is a new Smash Bros. A, even though it's a general logo, it's a new title logo, plus they don't have a title yet. If it was a port, they would have said Smash Bros. For Wii U, or no, Smash Bros. For Switch, or Smash Bros. Deluxe. They would have said something like that. Nintendo is not stupid enough to release a Smash Bros. Trailer, making it look like a new game, and adding a new character of an Inkling that people really want, and not saying it's a port. That does not make sense. On a business hype standpoint, you would disappoint a lot of people. It's a new Smash Bros. B, who in the world would pay that much attention to detail and probably that much money for that amazingly beautiful looking trailer for a port? I don't care if it's Smash Bros. I don't care if it's Mario Strikers. I don't care if it's the gosh dang whole entire library of freaking 30th Mario anniversary games put into one game. Nobody in their right mind would make a freaking trailer like that for a port. Okay? Just putting that out there. And, you know, it was so thought out. Even though it's Smash Brothers, there's that. Also, number 3, every single Smash Wii U and 3DS opening started with the opening of ka-chink, with the Smash Brothers logo on the screen, going into fire, epic music, goes into trailer, or ends with that. This didn't. You don't skip out on a tradition if it would be the same thing. And they wouldn't try to hide the fact that it's a port if it was a port, because again, that doesn't make sense. And also, of course, they're gonna always mess with us and just put all the silhouettes. Listen, there was like Samus, DK, Bowser, Mario, Link. While I appreciate people going through that, trying to guess who they are, it's all characters we know who are going to be in there. You know, they probably hid something in there, but it's very blurry, and it's not something that a lot of characters you can actually tell who they are. And again, we're going to find out. Maybe they'll show that, and they'll slowly fill in that little silhouette bar by, like, slight trailers or, like, slight things here and there. Also, another Smash prediction. All Nintendo E3, Smash is the theme. That just makes sense. Because why would they, you know, they probably wouldn't have a theme that wasn't even announced yet. So that's probably why they announced it. At least that makes sense to me. Because think about it. This game is coming out in 2018. It's not saying 2018 or 2019. We're already into March. They already know what they're doing, and it's 2018. And you might be like, well, Spins, if it's coming out in 2018 and they've only just announced it and it's March, why wouldn't it be a port? Well, there's another thing of, I read somewhere that there was an interview saying that they actually had Smash 5 in the works, like right after they were doing Smash 4. And also, somebody mentioned, it's been 4 years since those games, as well as 2 years past the DLC, but the DLC characters aren't going to be as taxing as a game. So you could have like 10 people working on a DLC character, while the rest of the team is working on a full-fledged new game, because I'm pretty sure by that point, since the Wii U wasn't doing that great, they probably knew about the Switch. And it's the biggest franchise in Nintendo, so they would want to get a foot up. They had the time. What can I say? Anyway, though, guys, if you enjoyed, hit that like button. Cheers out with everybody you know and love. Brother, Mother, Miyamoto, Sakurai, Reggie, the Nintendo Direct cast. I don't know. And, of course, your iguana. Because always the iguana. And man, oh man, this is going to be a long hype train. This is going to be one crazy hype train. Not as much as before, but man, oh man. And if you have any theories or you disagree with what I say in this video, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, be civil about it, and, you know, don't just be like, oh, well, you're being an idiot, and it wouldn't be this because, you know, be nice about it. You know, if you want to put facts there, fine, whatever. I'll respect your opinion if you respect my opinion. Fair enough? Yeah, glad we're on the same page. But yeah, I'll see you guys later, and hopefully I jumped on the train early enough, but considering I'm waiting a day, yeah, I'm pretty sure Smash 5 predictions are already on the internet as I'm speaking. Yep. But I'll see you guys later. Keep your toes safe. Oh, also, by the way, sorry, because of this, there's not going to be any Odyssey or SAO video, so don't wait for that. I'm sorry, but tomorrow we'll have Odyssey. Also, there's a Splatfest going on tomorrow, so maybe I'll try to stream that. I already know what team I'm on, so why not? Anyway, keep your toes safe.